Hello everybody. Today let us discuss about probability sampling. In probability sampling, the subjects or units are not selected according to the discretion of the researcher. Hence, here the subjects or units of a population are are one fixed probability of being included in the sample through a procedure. It is also called as random sampling. Here, every unit or subject of a population has a fair chance of being selected and numerical value of the numerical value will be assigned to the charts. Types of probability sampling. Number one, simple or unrestricted random sampling. Each unit is given an equal chance of being selected. There is no any relation between selecting the two units. There is no overlapping of the units being selected. The selection is purely based on law of chance and carefully controlled conditions. Several devices are used to draw samples from population and direct control over the selection of units is to prevent the researchers bias. So this is how the sampling takes place. Second one, stratified random sampling. To include the unit or subject of the population that the sample are selected in proportion to their occurrence in the population, and the units in a sample are proportional to their presence in the population. The sample is said to be stratified. A researcher divides his population into different strata by some characteristics. Each strata consists of smaller homogeneous groups. The researcher draw randomly a predetermined number of units. Stratification introduces a secondary element of control as means for representativeness. The stratification factors are sex, age, socio-economic status, educational background, residence, maybe urban or rural, occupation, religion, caste, etc. Systematic sampling. In systematic sampling, a researcher generally starts with a list in which all the n units of the population are listed in alphabetic or some other order. So, how this takes place? Suppose there is a list of 120 houses for which a researcher wants to study the family climate. Here, a systematic sample of 8 houses is required. Just consider this. This is just an example. Here, the researcher may select a house at random from the first 15 houses of the list, because 15 into 8 equal to 120. Let the house at serial number 8 be selected from the first 15 houses, and then the researcher shall select every 15th house from the list to get systematic sample of houses at serial number 8, 23, 38, 53, 68, 73, 88 and 103. 103. This method gives a sample which is almost as good as a simple random simple random sample and more convenient to draw. So this is what example what I given to you. Next comes cluster and multi-stage sampling. This is a variation of sample. This is a variation of simple random sampling. It is used when the population under is infinite. Infinite. There is no end for that. Example: ninth children of the state, where the list is not available, may be sampled in group or cluster. It is also called area sampling. Here the population is divided into clusters. Now multi-stage sampling. So it is used in the large scale surveys. Mailed questionnaires are used for gathering information. In case of incomplete information, the second sample at random from the non-respondents may be contacted personally to get information. It is recommended when it is impracticable to draw a simple random sample. Hope you are getting the information. Now the last one, probability proportion to size sample, is also called as PPS. Here probability of selecting a unit is proportional to its size. In short form, it is also called as PPS sample. If a researcher wants to study total admission of schools, then it is highly impossible. It may vary from school to school. That is what the problem. So in this case, according to the admission background, admission level of the schools, this type of sample may be adopted to draw a sample from the population. Hope you got the information. Be at home and let us fight against COVID. Thank you.